Hey YouTube, it's AdamX20, and it took me a while, but I finally got my computer all set up as it's going to get right now. So here's the actual setup now. It's right there. It's behind the monitor, like I wanted to place it, and like I said, you can obviously see that it's a bigger form factor. You know, it's much taller, takes up more desktop space, but I just pulled my monitor forward and everything worked out. It's really fast compared to Studio Hybrid, but I mean, what do you expect? It's a 3.0 gigahertz quad core with 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, so it's really fast. I got let's see, I got a Windows XP virtual machine running on this thing, and Firefox up there, and I got Banshee running. So now for the HDMI output, it was kind of a pain in the ass, but you know, I've seen a lot of people struggling with this on the internet, and sometimes I wish people would just stop asking questions when it comes to Linux and just find the answer and promote the answer. I've seen people doing things like, you know, you got to find your hardware number, and well, that works for an NVIDIA card. It didn't work for this, and you know, it might even work for a different ATI video card. What the problem happened to be was my motherboard. I think it was there was an IRQ conflict between the motherboard and the HDMI. I think I had to change some settings in the BIOS. One of the settings I changed was to disable the onboard audio, and that didn't work. And then I realized that the motherboard was trying to send the video through the digital video interface, and that didn't work either. I had to switch that to HDMI. So I had to make some settings on the BIOS, but I was getting all sorts of answers. I was searching the internet for quite some time, not as long as I was searching on the for the TV tuner, but I'll get into that in just a second. And people were just like frustrated, and either saying, well, I give up, I bought a new card, or I don't know what I did, I fixed it. And none of those answers helped. The answer came from AMD's webpage. Go figure. So I put it on Twitter and said, and I feel bad for those people that bought new cards, because the answer was really that simple. Now for the TV tuner card, I was actually disappointed. Currently, you know, I bought this TV tuner card because it's considered to have a lot of Linux support, and there's a lot of people that swear by it, but it's not going to work for me right now, and that's because it doesn't accept analog input. Just the driver, the Linux driver, doesn't. Now if you're on a Windows machine, sure, you're going to have a hell of a time with it, you know. Well, you're going to have a hell of a fun time with it, because it's just, the drivers are right there. But all I could get is over-the-air broadcasting right now, and because we don't get digital TV out here, we don't. When they switched to digital TV, the density of the waves caused them to fall short before getting to our farm. I think we were lucky to get PBS, Public Broadcasting, next door, and they have a big antenna next door, and then I couldn't get anything over here. So my grandparents decided we're not going to fuss around with digital TV, and they got Dish Network, and we dug a cable from one of their receivers to over here, and I got Dish Network running through here, but I can't play it through my TV tuner card, not yet. Now the good news is, honestly, like 2 weeks ago, nearly 2 weeks ago, or somewhere around 2 weeks ago, someone pushed an update to the driver that I'm using to allow for analog cable to come through. But I was looking at all the Git repos. I guess Linus, I don't know how to say his name, Trevolis, is one of the repository managers for the driver, and it's in the Linux kernel, so fuck yeah. But it's a really new update. I don't even know if it's actually been pushed from the patch repositories to the live repository, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it for a while. Still, I have a backup. My monitor itself has a TV tuner in it. That just means I won't be able to watch TV on this big screen, and I'll have to watch TV on this screen while I work on this screen. What screen is that? That's my projector up there. That's what screen it is. So a little bit of a workaround with the TV tuner, but I guess I'm over it for right now. Considering the news that support is coming, and that's gonna be awesome. So what do I think of it? I like it right now. I'm gonna start working on software, because this is Fedora 13. It's just 64-bit. It's gonna run on the same Pythons and other versions that my other Studio Hybrid was running. Excuse me, Studio Hybrid, which is currently over here on my tech work desk, which is full of shit right now. This is where I bring computers that need to be connected either directly to the router, or I need to do work on them. So it's just sitting over there, and I really think what I'm going to do with it is hook it up to that monitor and find it like a nice little enclave for it or something, and just maybe turn it into something fun. Because it's an ultra low powered computer, it doesn't need to do anything. But then again, Raspberry Pi is coming out, and I want to buy several Raspberry Pi computers because they're only going to be like 35 bucks each. I'm going to spend an extra 10 bucks on a nicer one, and I'm going to try and run create a cluster, which is called what do they call it? I don't remember. They got a fun name for their clusters now, which is really cool. So it's some raspberry thing, Blackberry or something. No, not Blackberry. I fucking forget. Whatever. Anyways, that's it. That's today's video. Rendering videos. Yesterday's rendering of that video took quite some time. It was like a 10-minute video. It took 30 minutes to render. I don't know if that's the software. The video editing software is pretty old, but when it comes to compiling software, building and compiling software it was pretty fucking fast. Like I built Banshee here in just a few minutes, but that 10-minute video took like 30 minutes. So I don't know. Playing Minecraft on it, I was a little disappointed. Oh yeah, I guess there's one more thing I want to say. So there's an open source, or not an open source, but there's a free video card driver, and then there's the AMD proprietary driver, and the free driver is the one that they have in the repositories. The proprietary driver is the one you have to download and from AMD and run. Now the free driver sucks. It just sucks. It works. You get the Catalyst Control Center, but it was shitty. It really was. I was playing Minecraft, and I thought, you gotta be kidding me. This is all I can do with it. I was getting terrible frames per second, and there was all sorts of screen stuttering, and it really looked like shit. It really, really did. So I uninstalled it, and I installed the proprietary driver, and it's really, really smooth now. In some instances, I'll get like twice as many frames per second, and then the screen tearing is just so much less. I would say definitely get the proprietary driver. It performs so much better. Oh shoot. So yeah, I guess it took me about 3 days to do it, but the biggest problem was the TV tuner card itself, and me fucking around with Fedora 16, which I don't know, maybe 17, maybe the odd number Fedoras are okay. Because Fedora 15 is okay. I don't know. Anyways, this video went on a lot longer than I thought it would, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, YouTube.